If you feel like you've been growing distant or they have become toxic and you don't know how to let that person go, keep watching. Hello, I'm Selena, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm going to be talking about how to let people go. So, really, the detachment theory? Well, a little bit. Let's get started. First, I want you to define your attachment style, which we can search up. It's usually the first thing when you search it up in the Safari. So just search up attachment style quiz. I want you to find your attachment style because you sort of need to do the opposite of whatever your attachment style is to detach from people. Example, I was a dismissive avoidant and I always felt like I didn't need anybody. I was hyper independent. I always thought I could do this myself, and it was really hard for me to connect with people or like experience emotion. Like, I was always the type to run away from my feelings. But if I could say one thing to my old self, I would probably say start with being honest with yourself. Because with that, the few relationships I did have and I did connect with people, I would do anything so that they would last. And that is being a little fearful and like not letting go. It's either that or I would self sabotage. Definitely for friendships, I would overstay my welcome. But I would give like another solution is to stop running away from my emotions, to face them head on, and to confront them head on, and start being honest about how you feel about yourself to yourself. Or next step is to be honest about it to someone you love. But let me tell you, the attachment style everybody should strive to have, to be securely attached. That means someone that is comfortable with communicating how they feel safe enough to feel vulnerable, and they feel like secure. They feel secure. Because as a dismissive avoidant too, you always like avoid being vulnerable and stuff, and they know how to express how they feel. But that can kind of change depending on how secure the person is. To anyone, these people can tell the difference between someone toxic and someone not. Which goes back to the main point of this video is how can you tell the difference between a toxic friend and a good friend, and how can I let them go? Either one. Whenever, as a securely attached person, you can kind of see people's insecurities on blast when you're talking to them, meeting them, all that. But when you interact with a secure person, you can tell, oh yeah, that person is secure, that person's confident, that person doesn't need any help. The insecure person, you kind of like lean and like go the other way type thing. So if you're secure with yourself and you are like happy and fulfilled with yourself, then you'll be able to spot people that aren't as happy and fulfilled. That's like the main way I would tell that someone is toxic or not. Alright, a little change of scenery. But when you are secure with yourself, it's easy to let go because what goes through your head is, I know this person isn't right for me. I know that it's not the time and place for me and this person to be with each other or hang out with each other. I should let them go. And I will. I'll let them go while I have the chance to let them go. It also is like with stress and stuff. Like, if this person only adds negative energy or only adds stress to my life, I should cut them out. Like, your best friend is talking about people constantly. You don't want to talk about people constantly. Cut them out. If your boyfriend is stressing you out way too much, like way more than he should, and he's dumping all his problems on you, like not the type where it's like you pick up each other's slack. No, it's like he's like venting, he's insecure, he's all that. Break up with him. Keeping relationships past the expiration date of them only builds resentment. And with resentment, you start disliking them, you start hating them, you start building up emotions that are negative towards the person that you loved so much. That's why distance can actually help a lot. And this is especially for people that butt heads a lot, because if you butt heads a lot, then that resentment builds up and up and up. Like, sure, it might be a joke at first, but still, you're still arguing. And that arguing that's joking can build up so that it'll become real. Y'all's friendship or y'all's relationship will just be like, it'll fall apart. So if you're harboring resentment for somebody, like in a relationship or whatever, I want you to think these two questions. Can I do something to fix this relationship? If yes, do you think the effort is worth it? If yes, keep going, keep staying, keep fighting. If no, leave. Let them go. Because if it's not worth the effort or you don't think you can do anything to fix it, then there's no point in staying. Here's another thing. Let's say this, you're growing apart from somebody you love so dear and you love them so much, but you're growing apart from them. Let them go. Because if you try and force a relationship with them, then, well, resentment builds up and nobody wants that. So just let them go with good feelings so that if y'all do meet up again, then y'all can probably hang out or something. If that person shows up in your life again, that is. But don't wait for that person to show up in your life again. Live your own life, please. It hurts to lose people. It really does, especially with the people you care about the most. But you just have to learn that letting people go only benefits you. Letting people go also benefits them. So it's selfish, but selfless at the same time. See, I know I only addressed like two of the four attachment styles, but I can stick up the other two. So y'all can read the descriptions, all that, to see if it matches with you or resonates with you, or take the quiz so that you can find out which attachment style you have and do the opposite. What that is. Let's say this. There's attachment style about being hot and cold. Pretty sure it's fearful avoidant. So if you're hot and cold, try not thinking of things to the extreme. Try doing things in moderation. That makes sense? Because with hot and cold people, it's always extremes. You're either like really dismissive, really avoidant, or you're like really happy, really chaotic, all that. So try and find the middle ground and be moderate with your behavior. That's how you can build a good relationship. But I do hope you got the message. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, all that, and stay tuned in for more.